I'll tell you what, friends, the weather here in the Midwest is confused. A couple days ago, it was cold out. I had to wear a jacket. Today, it's about 90 degrees. I'm sweating my butt off. I don't get it. Heads up, there's going to be a little road noise in this video, as I'm not allowed to go that far from the house right now. And we're probably 50 foot from the trail entrance. And yes, we're down here at the mystical tree. Let's get started, shall we? Howdy-ho, friends. As you know, Big G gave me some gifts, and we're going to try one out today. I've been dying to use this little guy. This is the Retec small fry stove. A little back history. The Gen 1 was patented in 1963. This was on the inventory list of almost every civil defense shelter in the United States, as I stumble on my words. It was designed to be efficient and easy to use. It's a cross between an alcohol and a rocket stove. If you look on the inside here, you're going to see a thermal mass. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I don't want to take it apart and find it out, but it goes from right here from the top to right about here on the bottom, just the bottom lip of this inlet hole. Now this hole here is what controls the heat for the stove. Now I'm thinking this is the Gen 3 because of the way they have this designed. They have a diffuser on there now and a bigger or a smaller pot stand. The other ones were kind of more spread out and a lot of pots did not fit on them. Okay, so this is the top piece, which we're going to go ahead and take off right now. We don't need that. This we need to leave off for the moment because that controls the heat. And you know what's really cool? This thing is in its original packaging, so yeah, it's more of a museum piece for me. But these run off of denatured alcohol and denatured alcohol only. It won't work on rubbing alcohol, and it definitely won't work on white gas because the evaporation rate's a little bit different. Now this thing comes with instructions, but as usual, we are going to 100% wing it on this project. So we got the long throw lighter. First thing we're going to do is fill this little guy up. If we can get this bottle open. Hang on one second. Okay, it wasn't pressurized. We are good. You can get denatured alcohol at pretty much any store that sells painting supplies. So we're going to pour this in the top and hopefully not spill too much out. Gurgle, 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 gurgle. That should be enough. Once this is full, from what I understand, it should run about 6 hours. Alright, there we go. Let's get this out of the way and out of the sunlight. So we're going to first light this guy. I'm going to sit back. Let's see what happens here. Can't even tell if it's lit. There we go. So what I'm doing, yep, it's lit, is I'm starting the top of it on fire. That way it heats up and it starts drawing the alcohol out the top. I made some very interesting discoveries. As you know, I am the wing it guy. The white thermal mass is actually absorbent. It sucks up the denatured alcohol. So what I did is I closed the stove up again, filled it all the way to the top, watched it soaked in, filled it to the top again, watched it soaked in, and then on the third time it drained really slowly. Lit the stove, discovered that the picnic table is flammable. And it's still burning. Alright, this controls the heat. We're going to keep it wide open right now. So the trick with this little guy is you got to pre-fill it and let all the denatured alcohol soak in to the white section of the stove. Yep. Now we're going to put the top piece on. And then the flame should come up even better, because it's got like a windscreen on it, and the way it's designed is it has air come down and come back up again. Same with this hole on the side. Let's be real careful. So that's why it works like a rocket stove, but with alcohol. Make sure it's still lit. It is. Okay, now a lot of people will test this with water. That's kind of boring. So we have a brand new stove here that I've never ever used before. So I decided, you know what? Let's have a little fun with it. We are going to make Spam bacon and cheese burgers. I got my Spam right here. I've got my trusty Alpine frying pan, which is going to be perfect for this job. The cool thing about the Alpine frying pan, if you notice, it's got all these little rings here on the bottom of it. That's to make the heat displace better, so we won't get much of a hot spot, hopefully, theoretically. So the first thing I need to do is, I don't remember the last time I washed this pan out. I think I got some water in my cooler here. Ooh, and a Coke Zero. Just put a little water in it. And just see if it heats up. Sanitize that pan in the process. Okay, our table is seriously crooked, friends. We are going to need a stick here. Gently elevate. And it's still off. Get a small, oh, this will work. Ha! Piece of cedar. I wonder where that came from. Alright. We are, that's level. I'm saying, I think we're, no, over a little bit here. Almost level. That should work out. Pull it over just a little bit. Okay, that's good enough for me. So let's give that a minute to come up to a bubble. It took roughly 8 minutes to heat that water up. Outside temperature is 92. Yeah, I checked. Humidity level is 60%. This is telling me that in the winter months, the stove might not be so efficient. But by boiling the water, I did tell there's a real small hot spot about an inch off the center, which I thought kind of unusual. Alright, now that we got that done, we have our bacon Spam, and we need a blade to cut this with. Yep, I did a little prep work where you weren't watching. had some time to kill here. This is some good stuff. If you have never tried bacon Spam before, I highly recommend it. Well, if you can find it right now. It is so freaking hard to find. Alright. So, how big do we want to make our patties? Yeah, let's do about 1/2 inch. That looks good. There we go. I think this will all fit on the stove. I'm not sure. Or should I say in the pan. If not, no big deal. Yeah, that one's going to wait. So we're only going to be able to do 4 at a time. So what we're going to do with these guys, we're not going to waste them. Let's try to cook 5. We're going to wrap these little guys up and save them for later. Not exactly sure how long it's going to take to brown our Spam. This should be kind of, well, she's already starting to sizzle, so probably not that long. Let's put this in the cooler so it don't go bad. So I'm going to have to take back a little bit of what I said. This thing burns freaking hot. I actually had to put the stopper in to reduce the heat. So I'm thinking cooking with it is a whole different story than what it would be with if you're actually going to boil water, because it's very efficient with this pan. I'm telling you that right now. So we need to pull this Spam off, and after I do, I'm going to show you what I did to the inside of this pan. I freaking destroyed it, friends. Give you a quick look. Look at that. It's not good. No worries though. Now we're going to bump the heat up one more time, and I'm going to grab my buns. Oh boy. What I want to do is I want to toast these guys. And we need to hurry before I destroy the rest of the pan. Oh, my drink mix. Cool. So I thought I had, let's pull that off there. Oh, here we go. Yes. Imitation butter that I've obviously liberated. I think these come from KFC, to be honest with you. We're going to put that on the bun, and that should help it. There we go. Toast a lot better. Like so. Put that on that. I'll go ahead and prep this one while I'm waiting. I should have 4 of these little guys total. Maybe not. Huh. Okay. I know I haven't said it in a while, but please, 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 please pack your trash out. How we doing? Oh yeah. Now set up. Give that a second. Yeah, this is definitely not on my diet. We're going to be using real cheese. And you know what? This is going to make an awesome trash can. Almost. Huh. Thought I had more butter. Apparently I do not. So we're going to have to make this one last. There we go. Oh yeah. And cheese. And it's good. I keep getting attacked by bugs. And some liberated mustard. Fun fact, a teaspoon of real mustard, and if you eat it, should stop leg cramps. Huh. Alright, we have one Spam burger done. Let's give it the all-important taste test, shall we? Ooh. Spam's still hot. Wow. Oh, hang on. I notice every once in a while the stove will kind of sputter. If you just blow in that hole down there, it picks steam back up. I'm not sure why it's doing that. I'll have to figure that out later. Oh my God, I just really destroyed this pan. Oh, crispy. All right. Oh. Mm. That is a really good Spam burger, friends. Oh. Well, there you go. Big G, thanks again for the gifts. I really do appreciate them. I'm going to do some more testing on this stove and see its capabilities. A couple things I did learn about it is you have to basically prime the stove, and that means put the bottom cap in it, or a cork, and then just fill it up until it soaks up, and keep doing that until it doesn't soak it up anymore. Then light the little guy up. Heads up, it does burn really hot when you're trying to cook with it. As you can see what I did to my pan. As far as winter use, I don't know. I might have to give that a try sometime just to see what it's all about. And I'm just destroying this poor guy. We're going to have to pull that off there. Well, friends, comments are always welcome. If you used one of these stoves, let me know what you think. If you'd like to see me do more testing on it, and probably prepare some more meals when I'm better familiar with the stove, let me know. And like always, friends, thanks for watching.